Hello, everybody. Good evening. Rose Thorn here. Good evening to everyone. And thank you all to those of you that came to my live tonight where I was doing tarot readings on Foodie, Beauty, Natter, Dee Dee, and Pete. Hope you all had a wonderful time. And I really appreciate you all being there. Thank you so much for that. And thank you to all the great channels that were showing up, all the great people. Jan's Views, Gary. Oh my goodness, there were so many people. If I forget that you were there on my live, please don't be mad at me. My mind is just having a brain fart right now. But I do remember Jan's Views. Gary was there, not again. If I forgot you again, please don't be mad. I'm seriously brain farting. I'm not trying to be inconsiderate. But tonight I am reacting to Foodie Beauty's comment section of her Alfredo live stream. I looked through the Alfredo live stream. It was about an hour long. And to summarize everything going on in it, she was eating some Alfredo pasta, sitting on her dirty couch, surrounded by trash, dressed in just a sports bra. And I don't know if she had bottoms on, but just a sports bra, no shirt, and talking essentially about nothing. So that's why we're doing the comment section tonight, because there was nothing going on in the live. And she looks like she's under the influence of edibles again. I'm not exposing you guys to that, not if I can help it. So let's just go to the comment section, because honestly, that's much better than the actual live stream itself. It's much more entertaining and it's not quite as toxic. So let's just pull down the comment section and see what the people have to say. Amanda Fester says, just when I think she can't act any more entitled, she sure does show me. LMAO. She literally asked what exactly we think she needs to apologize for. At this point, it would be faster to list things you wouldn't need to apologize for. Foodie should be apologizing for a lot of things, but she never will, because she honestly feels she's done nothing wrong. You know, she has done some lip service to people and also to herself, convincing herself she's done nothing wrong. She's a narcissist. Narcissists are never wrong. They are never in the wrong, even if they are in the wrong. And if they are in the wrong, they'll never admit to it. So even if she apologizes, is she really being sincere? No. So what is the sense in her making an apology if she's not really sorry? You know, an I'm sorry only means something when it means something. When it's coming from your heart and you feel regret and remorse of something you've said and something you've done. Saying I'm sorry and not feeling that regret and remorse, it's pretty much useless and it doesn't mean anything. Isn't She Lovely says, I literally clicked on Foodie Beauty's YouTube page, press pause, and just scroll through the comments because you are all funny AF. Cheers to y'all. Boo, Chantal. Hello, isn't she lovely? And you're right, the comments section anymore, that's where the party's at. It's not in the Chantal villa. It's in the comment section. That's where the party is. That's why I come to the comment section all the time, because the comment section is always entertaining. It's always on point, and it's always great for a laugh or great enlightening comments. And it's so sad that her live streams are so bad anymore that the comment section is better than the actual live stream. But this is the content that Foodie wants to do. So what can you do about it except just enjoy the comments? Lindsay says, you know it's bad when reaction channels aren't even covering her much anymore. I said that. When the reaction channels, they skip the live stream, they don't cover it. When you've got even the bigger channels not covering every live stream, they choose to skip the live stream because there's literally nothing to react to. This is bad for you, Chantal. This is very, very, very bad, because that means maybe people on their side are saying, I can't watch this anymore, it's too boring. Or they themselves are saying, there's nothing to react to. Why am I bothering? So you've got people on your channel that are turning away. You've got the reactors. They're starting to turn away and look for other people to cover. You need to do something, Chantal. This is bad. You are going down. Your channel is tanking. You need the reaction channels, dear. You hate us, but you need us. That is a fact. Your content on its own is not strong enough to stand up on its own and keep people interested. The reaction channels have been doing you a service by keeping you interesting, by keeping people interested in you and what you're doing. But you got to throw us a bone once in a while. You got to do something interesting. You don't necessarily have to rage. Just do something else that's interesting. Find something, something of interest to keep people interested in you. Because if people aren't interested in you, there's no reason for us to cover you. You know, that's just the way it is. Juliet R says, it's just like listening to a crazy homeless woman at this point, rocking and talking about the same crap day after in a drug-induced psychosis. Food, cleaning, traveling, getting healthy, falling in love, natter, while doing absolutely nothing day after day until she inevitably succumbs to her terrible death. I don't wish death upon Chantal, but the mess inside of her head is like the mess outside of herself. You know, just she's a mess inside, she's a mess outside, and she just keeps repeating the same words, the same thoughts, you know, just running in circles with her thoughts, with her speech, talking about the same things, and she's just not getting it. People are tired of hearing about Natter and Dee Dee, and I want to go back to him, blah, 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 and I miss him, blah, blah, blah. We're tired, Chantal. Do something. Get yourself up. Get yourself together. There's nothing stopping you but you. Beauty King says she wants so bad to say, if I'm so boring, then just stop watching. She won't say that now because she knows people aren't watching now like they used to. Yeah, little Miss Arrogant head cheerleader over there, she used to say that. Oh, if you don't like it, then don't watch. Her views are low. She's not getting super chats. She does not dare say those words. Because you know what the people are going to say? They're going to say, okay, you don't want us to watch? No problem. We'll go over to the reaction channels and watch over there. And we'll have 10 times more fun. And we don't have to pay a membership. So see you later, Chantal. You know, that head cheerleader mode that she was in? She was only in that mode because even if she blocked VIBs, more would sign up. And if she blocked the VIBs, there were always lots of super chats to make up for the money she was losing. She don't have that no more. Her and Natter are not getting membership signups like they used to, and they're certainly not getting the super chats. So all of her arrogance, at least for right now, it's on the back burner. She knows her channel is in trouble. She knows people aren't pleased with her, but yet she's not motivating herself to fix the problems. She's not looking for the solutions. All she's doing is sitting in her living room and getting high and trying to escape from the fact that people just are, they're not as invested in her as they once were. And they're losing interest very, very fast. Blondie Blue says, get heating pads for your cats to lay on. They will love it. You know, the heating pad idea sounds pretty decent, but you got to be careful how hot they are. I would be afraid of the heating pads getting too hot for a cat. But cats do like warm things to lay on. That much I will say. Booger likes to, you know, curl up on me as soon as I get up from sleeping because I'm nice and warm. So I can vouch for that. Cats like warm places to sleep. Let's see. VLR says, for Pete's to try and tell her not to leave food on the couch is bad. Yeah, when has Pete's ever talked about don't leave food on the couch? Maybe he told her don't leave food on the couch because of the bugs. The bugs must be getting really, really bad. Pete's, listen, You live in that house. You're there too. You're not working. You don't have a job. Why can't your butt get up and do at least an hour's worth of housework a day? Just just an hour. Pick anything you want. Pick a corner of the house, work on it, and then go back in your room. And then you come out, do another hour, and then go back in your room. Why can't you do that? I know that your name is on the lease, but you should earn your keep by picking things up, at least trying to keep things clean. I know that most of the mess is Chantal's, but she is paying for a place for you to live. Without her income, you would not be able to live there. So since you're there, why not take some pride in where you live and keep it decent? You'll feel better being in a nice, clean environment. I promise you, living in filth is depressing. It's bad for your mental state. Just Me says still can't let go of a relationship that never really happened. Yeah, Chantal looks at Nads as the one that got away or the one that's staying away, and that kills her. The fact that she, for the first time in her life, cannot have what she wants. That is absolutely killing her. She wants someone and she can't have him. He's with somebody else. That is eating her up. That the spoiled brat cannot get what she wants. And she's still trying to get at him and trying to entice him with her money. And all that Nader wants is her money. He wants nothing to do with Chantal. Not at all. Love You says at 59 minutes and 41 seconds, Chantal says, my sugars are regulated, implying her diabetes is under control. Seconds later, she does a face palm, showing off her dark knuckles. Yeah, the dark knuckles could be a sign of bad health. I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose Chantal. She's not my patient. But I remember back with Amberlyn Reed, she had the dark knuckles thing happening. She might still have them. So now Chantal has it. That's not a good sign, Chantal. And how in the world, madam, are you regulating your diabetes if all you do is drink Starbucks and soda? How in the world are you regulating your blood sugar by doing that? It's bad for diabetes. Brooke A says, you should tell Pete that he needs to find another job so you two can stay friends but go separate ways, not living together. The thing is, I think there may be a part of Chantal that wants to tell him to get a job, but at the same time, she likes having him there for whatever she needs him to be there for. She likes having control of Pete's. If Pete's got a job and got his own money, that would mean she's losing control because he would be more independent. If you are a man in Chantal's life, you are not allowed to have your own power. You're not allowed to be independent. She wants complete control of you. And what better way to control somebody than to put them in a position where they don't have money, she's got the money, and they're depending on her for money. So, yes, Pete does need to get a job and get himself out of that house. I think that if he got away from Chantal, he'd be much better off. He'd be a lot healthier. But at the same time, he's still too attached to her. He's still too attached to her. I think deep down, he cares about her and he wants Nader to go away and for things to be as they once were. But you know what, Pete? Those days are over. Nader is here to stay. You can hang around as long as you want. She's going to be focusing on Nader forever, and nothing is going to change that. It's time to wake up to the truth and the reality of the situation. Nisi says, when the haters and the antis are bored with you, it's a wrap. Yep. She's, as I said in my last react, what she's doing to herself, what she's doing on her channel, she's walking on very dangerous ground. Not just for the sake of her health, the binging and excessive edibles, but when you're on a channel and you rely on reaction channels and your content is so boring and lacking in stuff to react to. When the reaction channels start turning away and that is part of your support system, this is bad. This is very bad. I've seen many different people. They have to find creative ways to make her interesting, whether it be with editing or making edited videos or just covering the comments section or even covering Natter's cooking lives because you can rag all day on those. It's bad when Natter's cooking lives are more entertaining than Chantal's live streams. I mean, people are just struggling to find a way to keep her relevant and keep her interesting. You got to help us, Chantal. We need some help over here. Throw us a bone. Give us a rage. Do something unusual. We need it. You want us to help you. You got to help yourself first. Otherwise, all the channels at some point are going to turn away, cover somebody else, give them the indirect promotion, and you won't get it anymore. And then your channel's going to slowly just die off. And you need your channel for your income, so just think it over. EP says, always blaming others for your terrible behavior. How can you have so much hate in your heart for Dee Dee? It was Nader who accepted her as a replacement for you. If he didn't want you gone and her in his life, she wouldn't have been able to get in the current relationship. You and Nader were done with long before she came into the picture. Grow up, Chantal. And for the love of God, do something for your channel. It's dying. Who wants to come on and watch you high as a kite, slurring your words, fighting to keep your head up or eyes open? There is no content besides you shoveling food in your mouth. It's just so boring. Without reaction channels, it's impossible to watch a full stream of yours. Thank you for saying that, EP. See, these people that are in the comment section, these are people that are part of Chantal's channel. And when they leave comments, they are voicing their opinions, they're voicing their feelings, and they are telling her, look, this content you're giving us is crap. It's not worth watching. We are telling you outright, it's not worth watching. You need to do something. These are not people that are haters, Chantal. These are your viewers. And you, someone on YouTube, you should always be paying attention to what your viewers are saying. Pay attention to what they want, to how they're feeling. If you expect your channel to grow and keep on the way it is, you've got to listen. You can't block them out anymore. Listen to them. They're talking to you. They're saying, do something, or else we're going to the reaction channels, or we won't watch you all together because there's nothing to see here. These people that are coming to your channel, they're the ones who give you the income that you have. They pay your rent. They pay your bills. They are the ones that buy all that takeout. They are the ones who fund all those edibles. You should be listening because you don't have anything else. You don't have another job. You don't have another source of income. Listen to the people. It is important. Breaking Insanity Cycle says, I don't know how some of you watch her daily. I usually pop in to read comments because most are amazing. But maybe it's the 3 hours sleep a night I'm getting because of sick kids. But listening while reading comments this live was really annoying. Hats off to all of you sitting through the whole video. I couldn't sit through the whole video. I scanned through it looking for anything of note. And I didn't find anything. Same old stuff. The last react I did 2 little snippets and that was it. Because I was not about to put you guys through her being effed up on edibles. Nope, we're not doing it. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse for me, and I refuse for all of you. You don't need to see that. And this live that she's doing, the Alfredo one, you don't need to see her in just her bra. No, you don't. You don't need to see all that. She shouldn't be doing that on YouTube. You don't need to be seeing all that OnlyFans stuff. No, we're just covering the comments section this time. because the comments, trust me, are better than the live stream. But again, here's another person saying it's boring. I don't know how you do it. I don't do it. I'll scan to the live. If there's anything worth covering, I'm in, I'm out quickly. That's it. The comment section is where it's at these days. Miss Anthrophobe says introspection can be extremely valuable in the absence of a therapist. You'd be wise to watch your past few lives and gain some insight. You fear what you might see, but the greatest thing in life is to know thyself. Miss Anthrophobe, those are very wise words. Unfortunately, ma'am, you're tossing wise words at a person who just doesn't want to listen. She's not ready to listen. She thinks her world is fine. Right now, she is escaping from everything versus dealing with everything, but she's not ready. She's not even close to ready. I'm telling you. She's an addict of different things, and she's not ready with any of her addictions to stop and say, I've got a problem and it's over my head and I need help. I need assistance. I can't do this by myself. She's not there. She's not close to there. And she'll never be there until something happens to her income. Once she loses her income, she might be ready. As long as she has her income, that's her safety net. And she'll never hit the ground like she should. It's Fair You says, I think things may finally get interesting after this next payday. Oh yeah, why do you say that? Let's see. No Names here says, is this what you do to justify continuing to support her? Like every victim of abuse, you keep telling yourself it will get better tomorrow, next week, next month. Nah, she's got nothing interesting to share. Somebody's asking, like crackhead Olympics. Sarah T replies to that saying, in what way? Will she wow everyone with more takeout to stuff her face? Go to Starbucks again and drink 50 grams of liquid sugar? Get high as a kite and not clean her filthy house? Continue to neglect her poor cats? Yeah, I'm sure it'll get real interesting. The more money that Chantal makes, the worse she becomes. That's the truth. The more money she makes, the more she spends on edibles, the more she does the, booger sugar. She's only getting worse. She's not ever going to get better. All of you VIBs over there, I said it once, I'll say it again. You're not just channel members to Chantal. You're all enablers. There's no way to get around that. If you're someone, and it doesn't matter if you're a person in real life doing this or on YouTube, if you are someone and you know someone or you talk to someone who is an addict or they have a disorder, an addictive disorder, and you are actively giving money, you are funding that person to engage in self-harm in some way. And in Chantal's case, the money that you're giving her, she is using to go nuts with the edibles. She's using the money that you give her to binge eat. She's engaging in self-harm. You are funding it because of her doing self-harm to herself and you giving her money. At that point, you are not channel members. You are enablers because you are funding that self-harm and you're backing it up and you're paying for it and you're encouraging it. I know it's an ugly thought to have in your head, but it's a true thought. And just because you know an addict and you like them and you feel like you relate to them in some way, it doesn't mean that they are less of an addict and their addiction is less dangerous. Chantal does not have a job. She doesn't have another way to make money. YouTube is her job. She relies on the money she gets from the views on her live streams, but she also relies on the money you VIBs give her And I don't know how much she gets in the way of memberships, but you got to know that money is being spent on things that have to do with her ED and also her addictions. So you are funding an addict. You are enablers. It doesn't matter if you like her or not. You're giving her money, you're funding her addictions. You are enablers. Sorry, it's true. So if any of you are decent people over there, and if you're really thinking about what you're spending money on, and if it bothers you that you're funding somebody's addiction and you're helping to make them more sick and to hurt themselves, if you're a decent person, think about what you're spending your money on and why. And are you okay with giving money to somebody just so that money can be used, to push them closer to the nearest grave? Megan Savane says, don't come crying. Oops, doggone it. Skipped ahead. I hate that. Megan Savane says, don't come crying when you can't fit in the love seat you're currently slouched in. She keeps eating the way she is. She's going to have a hard time getting up. She needs to slow down with the food consumption. Too Tired to Care says, this is the epitome of giving up on life. Chantal's whole attitude is, I give up. Honestly, that's her energy anymore. I give up. I give up. I think that she tries to escape from herself, because if she had to look at herself and face all the problems she's got going on, all the issues, she would be overwhelmed. There's just so much stuff that she needs to do to correct her life. She would just be overwhelmed with it all. I mean, I'm sure she starts thinking about it and go, nope, nope, I'm not thinking about it today. I'm going to avoid it. I'll put it off tomorrow, 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 tomorrow. So she just pushes everything away, and then the problems keep stacking up. Deadpool says she acts like she's forcing herself to sit there and acting like she is ticked off. Nobody's forcing her to sit there in that trash. She can get her butt up and clean and do something. Oh no. Chris Blair says, does $32 lip gloss matter if your feet smell of Fritos? Oh my goodness. I got a better one for you, Chris. Does $32 lip gloss matter if you haven't brushed your teeth in a week? Chantal goes days without brushing your teeth. What's that $32 lip gloss going to do if your teeth are starting to rot and you got bad breath? It ain't going to do nothing. Lady D says, I feel so sorry for those cats. They need to be rehomed. Could you imagine how filthy their litter boxes, food, and water dishes are? Poor cats. You guys already know how I feel about that. You already know. I'm not going to harp on and on about the same things. You already know how I feel about the cats. The whole situation pisses me off, but I can't do anything about it. But I wish Chantal would do something about it. I wish she would give the cats to somebody else. That would be the one kind thing that she could do. If she can do nothing else that's kind, she could do that for them. Linda says, notice she isn't blocking anyone. She can't afford to. Nope. Nope, she sure can't. Miss High and Mighty on her high horse, she can't afford to block anybody. That should tell you how desperate she's getting. How she's not liking the fact that she can't be high and mighty anymore. People are holding her accountable. Finally, they're holding her accountable and saying, no more of this crap. Do something different or you don't get rewarded. Let's see. Flora says, what Dee Dee did may have been a bit of an overreach at it. And let's be honest, if you had a better relationship with your audience, maybe Dee Dee wouldn't have done that. But how can you expect them to treat you like a friend when you treat them like doormats? But you fail to remember Natter said over and over and over, you guys were not in a relationship. He did not want to be in a relationship with you. And he told you this from the beginning. So it's ridiculous to do this. Technically, he could date anyone he wanted. He just so happened to choose Dee Dee. Technically, they did nothing wrong other than Dee Dee being thirsty. But on the same hand, she saw what she wanted. She saw he was being pursued by many of your haters, and she shot her shot and won. You cannot hate her for that, or him for that matter. He made it clear where he stood. But now, because he chose someone else, you want to bash and ridicule him. GTFO. Bash him for the crap he deserves. And there is plenty of it. Shift your focus. Instead of bashing on them for starting a relationship or whatever they're doing, bash him for using you. Bash him for publicly humiliating you. Bash yourself for still putting up with this crap. Stop blame shifting. Your whole life would clear up. Can this be over already? It's old, like really old. When your haters get sick of you, it's over, like a rap. I didn't watch the stream. I imagine she was talking about Dee Dee, but she will never go full force on Natter because she's still seeing him. And she knows if she goes full force on Natter, he's done with her. That's why she's keeping her mouth shut on Natter. That's why she only says so much about him, because they're still seeing each other. She's going to hate on Dee Dee for Natter being with Dee Dee, but you know what? Floor is right. Natter has never said he wanted to be with Chantal. It's always been about the money. Always. He was never madly in love with Chantal, and here comes Dee Dee taking him away. He was never in love with Chantal. He just liked all the money that she gave him and all the things she bought. And then Dee Dee came along and he liked her and spending time with her. The whole concept of one person stealing another person away from another person is ridiculous. People have free will. They go where they want to go. If one person is with another person and they're just not feeling it and they go be with somebody else, don't go after the new person. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. People go where they want to go. They do what they want to do. You can't force someone to be in a relationship with you if they're not feeling you. Flora says, P.S. One day someone is going to eat in front of you when you're hungry like you do, BBJ. You still haven't learned karma, sowing and reaping. What goes around comes around. You get what you give, etc., etc. Did she eat food in front of that poor baby? Did she? Is that poor baby hungry and she didn't feed it? Chantal, you rude if you did that. Trini says, Natter 1, Chantal 0. Pull yourself together. Pete's and BB had to when you cheated on them. You're not that special. Nope, she cheated on 2 men. So if Natter's giving her crap, well, maybe that's her walking karma. Turkish Coffee says, you promised never to do edibles after Cuba. What happened? Oh, she lied. Simple answer, she lied. Never believe Chantal. She always lies. Spanish Luscious says she doesn't have long, and I think she knows it but doesn't care. As I said, I don't wish anything morbid upon Chantal, but I do have to wonder if she's taking the attitude of you'll only live once, and she's just pushing herself in every way because she knows her health is bad. I have to wonder that. I mean, it's a genuine concern. Is she deliberately pushing herself because her health is bad and she knows she's not going to live to old age? I don't know. Mad Pooper says, Chantal, you need to do something. People are losing interest. FFG is talking about becoming a housewives reaction channel. Then paychecks are going to get smaller and smaller. I did not know that. I didn't know that FFG was talking about doing something else. But you know what? I don't blame her. If people are starting to lose interest, you got to switch gears. I mean, I'm over here on my channel talking to people saying, what else do you want to see? What else can I do? We're all having that thought. I know a lot of the bigger channels don't cover every live like they used to. They might skip a live or two if there's nothing to react to. Again, Chantal, this is bad. This is really bad. If the viewers are losing interest and the reactors are saying, hey, we're about done with this mess, this is bad for you. You've got to change. I know you don't want to hear it. I know you don't like work, but sis, it is time. You've had 2 years of bullshit. Vacation is over. Get off your butt and do something. You don't have to rage all the time, but just do something interesting. Take us somewhere. Do something. Something not so toxic. Something where you're not high on edibles and binging. Can you manage that, please? Maybe just go to edited videos for a while. Do some time warp stuff. That was a great idea. Do something edited that we can cover. That would be awesome. Doug Main says, all you do is sit on the couch high and eat, and people pay for this. Can you get any more boring? You know, I've got a theory, and I'm just going to put this out there. I think that Chantal is so low on money that she's catering for the feeders. That there's an element of her eating all the time because she's catering to the feeders. I think she might be getting some money off of YouTube for it, maybe something sent to her PayPal. She's taking feeder requests. Yeah, I've got that thought. And that's why she's so focused on the eating, because feeders sometimes do pay very well. If her check is small, she's got to find some way to get that money, and she's got to wait for her next paycheck. So let's just cater to the feeders and go nuts with the food, and they'll send that extra cash through PayPal. Yep. Let's see. Christina says, Chantal, your biggest downfall was when you started with the mindset that all you had to do was go live every day and watch the money roll in. Sure, you were always a glutton with food and commitment issues, but once upon a time when you did recorded videos, you could at least see some effort in your channel. You cooked more, did more story times, and theme-based videos. Now all you do is just sit there like a blob, self-destructing, and take what's left of your audience for granted. It boggles my mind how YouTube can continue to platform people like you. No standards whatsoever. Yeah, I remember her story times, and I remember her time warp videos. That was such a good idea. She could have done a lot with that, but she wanted more money. And she decided live streams were it because she can get the super chats and the membership signups, and you can't do that with recorded videos. So she got greedy, and she started to really go nuts with the live streaming, and it's essentially killed her channel, and it's contributed to her downfall. Catherine Witten says, Chantal, you're in a slump again. You're going to hurt your channel again. Got to pull yourself out of it. You got to work hard, pull yourself out of it. I hope she does, because the longer this goes on, the further down the hole she's going to sink. Let's see. There's so many people here telling her to straighten her act up. Everybody telling her, straighten your act up. Chantal can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. Freya says, anyone know her landlord? Her bedroom must really be bad if she won't even go in there because of all the fruit flies, maggots, and roaches. She's sleeping downstairs. Her landlord will be very upset at the mess of his place. Yuck. Yeah, you know what? By some miracle, the landlord hasn't found out yet, and they would be shocked at the state of that place. They're in for one heck of a shock when Pete and Chantal move out. They're going to walk in and go, what the F is going on here? And then Pete is going to get a bill for several $1,000s just to clean the place up. Chantal's destruction of that villa, it's going to lead to financial ruin for Pete's. All that Pete has is that villa. He doesn't have a job, no money. If Chantal up and splits with Natter at some point, he's going to be on the hook for all those damages. And the landlord's going to be pissed. Always going to be mad. Because that place is disgusting. It's nasty. Bags of trash everywhere. You know, there's maggots and flies and roaches. Disgusting. There's no need for all that. They could clean that place up. They really could, or at least get it down to where it's decent and then get some cleaners in to do the rest. Bernice says the meds have made you more tired or something. You're not the same. She's not on meds. She's on high dose edibles. High dose edibles. That's all it is. It's high dose edibles. That's her medication. I don't think Chantal is on medication. I think the edibles are her. It cures everything medication. So that's it for the react. Like I said, we just did the comments section. You can see Chantal for yourself. You can just tell by the picture, this is something you don't want to watch. Trust me. There's nothing here. Nothing. Nothing. Just her eating. I'll scan through it so you guys can see. Like she's just eating more food. Oh yeah, and she sits back and shows everybody she's wearing a bra. Y'all don't need to see that. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Hope you guys have enjoyed your night and enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thanks for watching and have a good one. Bye-bye.